Good morning, everybody. It's Roxanne. I'm going to give you a quick little demonstration of a merge. To begin our merge, let's go into mailings. So we have our Word document open and we're using our tabs across the top. So we're going to open up our mailings ribbon and we're going to start a new mail merge. We're going to use the step-by-step mail merge wizard. Here we have our blank document and here we have our options. So what type of document? We're going to use letters. And we're going to go next. We're going to use the current document. We can start from an existing document or we can use a template. We're going to use current document. So we're going to go next. Select recipients. Use an existing list or type a new list. So I'm actually going to show you both. So let's start with type a new list, which is what most of you will have to do. So once you hit type a new list, we're going to have to go create. So here's our new list. So this is where we put in everyone's information. To begin with, look at your list. You'll see that it's in US format. So you'll have state and zip code, etc. So let's customize our columns. So we have title, first name. Now this is where you can put in anything. So if you're sending out billing information to somebody, this is where you would put in total amount owing or total amount due or whatever columns you could possibly need. If you're setting up a date of a booking, then you would have one of your columns set up for booking date. So this is all completely customizable and you can choose what and how much to merge. The more you can merge, the easier your life's going to be. So let's begin with this one. We have first name, last name, company. Let's just be very simple. We're going to change our state. We want to rename it to province. And we want to change our zip code to postal code. And you say okay. So let's just say everything else is fine. So we're going to say okay. You can also add or remove anything you don't want as well. So now you would put in the information. And when you're ready for the next one, you would go new entry and you would put into your next contact. So I'm going to cancel that. You would just say okay and it will give you an option of saving it. And you would want to save it somewhere where you can find it as a data source. And then you'd find it on your desktop. That's usually where I save my stuff. So I'm going to hit cancel. And I'm going to say use an existing one. And we're going to browse. And on my desktop, I have an existing one that I created a few minutes ago. Here it is. So I have Mr. Joe Smith. Okay, so we're going to say okay. I have the information in that we need. I have the address, the communities, postal code, and that's all we're using for this simple merge. Now we're going to begin typing our letter. So all letters must start at the 2-inch top margin. So we have 1 inch, which is our basic header, and then we move down 1 inch. So we're going to put in 3 enters, sorry. So today is March 9th. Okay, now I'm not going to be too fussy about my formatting and details of the letter. If you need help with any of that, you can let me know, but this is just going to be a quick demonstration of a merge. So now we have our date. We're going to put in our 2 enters and we're going to put in the address. So you can choose address block, and your address block will give you the address. I really don't like the address block, and I'll show you why. If I put in the address block, I can't format it. I can't change it. I can't do anything. So then when I go to preview my letter, my spacing is always wrong because the spacing is not removed in the address block, and there's no comma after my city. which would be 2 wrongs. So we're going to go back to previous. I'm going to take out the address block, and I'm going to use individual merge codes. So I'm going to put in my title, space, first name, space. Oh, I put it in twice. Space, last name. Enter. Street address. Enter. We're going to go city, comma, space, province. Oops, my goodness. Yes, province it is. Sorry. Space, space, and postal code. Now, we want to remove the spacing. So we're going to do that right now before we do our merge. When you remove spacing, you only select the top 2 lines, not the bottom line. And now we're going to go and write our letter. So our letter is to Dear, and we're going to put in Mr. space or title, because some are Mrs., and last name. And we'll use open punctuation, so we don't need any. And for the purposes of speeding up the video, I have already typed up some information, so we're just going to paste that in. And now we're going to add our closing. Sincerely, Roxanne. I can't type it all this morning. Rousel. Okay. So now let's just say we want to make our letter a little more personal, and we want to include their first name here. Make it look like we're talking directly to them. So I'm going to say title, space, and last name, comma. And then we're also going to have to change that capital L to little one. So this would be my merge form. This is the merge document. It shows the merge codes. If I highlight this document, it's going to show in a dark gray every code that's there. So I know immediately, simply by highlighting it, that those are real merge codes. If you think you're going to fool me and you want to put in arrow, arrow, title, I know right away it's just typed. Plus, the merge won't work. All right, so this is our form letter. Let's move on. So we're happy with what we have here. Now we're into the preview stage. This is only preview. This is not completed merge. This is you looking at your letters. So you can choose here to skip through and see all your letters. You can see everything change. You can see the names change, the address change, and even where we added it in the paragraph is matching up as well. So imagine if you had to send a letter out to 100 people, how fast and easy this would make your life. So now what we need to do, because we're happy with it, is we want to finish our mail merge. So when you hit finish your mail merge, you want to look at it as individual documents. So let's do it. We want all the documents. You can also choose here if you only want some of the people in your merge list. If you had hundreds of people, you can individually select who to send it to. So here's my completed merge. Word automatically saves it, as letters 1. We're going to rename it, of course, as completed merge. Because my show hide button is on, I can see immediately the details in this. So I can tell where the enters are. I can tell if something was put in incorrectly, like this comma. It shouldn't be there. That was habit. And it shows the 3 letters that we created in the merge. So there they are. So here's Dr. Sarah Small, Dr. Small. So by creating a merge, it's a very quick way to send the same letter with fillable information to a vast amount of people. Now we would have to save this. This is the completed merge because this is the letters I'm looking for. I'm not looking for this saved. This is not a completed merge. If I can see the field codes when you highlight it, then your merge has not been finished and completed. You need to make sure it is finished and completed. There's going to be 3 documents that you always upload for a merge. So this one now was letters 1, so we want to save it as, I'm just going to save it in my desktop as completed merge. Save it. Excuse me. And we want this one with the form codes. This one is saved as document 62. Tells you how many documents I've had open lately. But this one should have been saved as, this one should have been saved before we merged it, actually. But it should have been saved as File, Save As on this PC desktop. This is the merge form. And you can reuse this merge form over and over and over and over. So if it's a letter that you send out often, if you worked in a town office and you were sending out taxes, town taxes are due twice a year, for example, you can use the same letter every time and merge it each time as needed. You would just update your information and continue it. You can use an Excel file for your merge data, which makes it super easy as long as the Excel file is updated with the correct amounts and addresses at all time. You can use that for your merge data file and you can send that off too. So now we have the merge form, which if we choose to preview results, this is just a toggle, it's on and off. So you want to turn it off. So you'll see these are your field codes. This is what I'm looking for in a merge document. We also have the completed merge. The completed merge does not show any field codes because it's been completed. So this is the completed and it'll give you all your letters in one document. And then you want the database. So if we go to our desktop, here's my database merge sample. So if we open it, it will open as a access file. And here it is. So that's the 3 files you're looking for in a merge. And that is, and that is all that you're going to be needing to do this completed merge. So hopefully that's everything and that helps clear this up a little bit. Let me know. Thanks.